Hi guys, Lori here. I'm here to start my "Tis the Season" reading vlog. I am actually starting this tomorrow, but I did want to do the pre-filming so that I can just go in tomorrow and tell you guys what I'm reading because I will be reading this tomorrow morning. So I am pulling from 6 books. One of them is actually a reread that I don't know if I'm actually going to wind up reading, and then one is an audiobook. So the audiobook I'm going to read is My True Crush Gave to Me, and that is a book that I've never read before, but it's the only Christmassy book from last year that I never really read. And from what I understand, it follows this girl. She has her dream boy that she's hoping she falls madly in love with, and the only way she can figure it out is if she rigs the Secret Santa system to make him her Secret Santa. And she winds up using his cousin to get him the perfect kiss, and hilarity, drama, and maybe romance ensues. So I will be starting listening to that tomorrow morning, which is exciting. Now, the 6 physical reads that I'm going to choose from is for a book that was gifted to me. It would be Where Dreams Descends by Janelle Angelis. This is an arc that I got from Martin, from St. Martin Wednesday Books at New York City Comic Con. But it literally says, Moulin Rouge meets Phantom of the Opera, a spectacularly haunting fever dream of a first novel in the kingdom of card duology infused with magic, mayhem, power, and passion. That sounds like awesome, and it sounds like a perfect read for like winter. So it is on this TBR. I don't know if it's going to get chosen, but it is on my TBR. Another one is the group book, and that is 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. I actually read this already, and I normally don't read books twice in one year, but this is one that I would love to read during the holidays. I really enjoyed it, so I did add this to it as well. And then the next book that's on this TBR is Conceal Don't Feel, A Twisted Sale by Jen Colonna. I just saw Frozen 2 this weekend, and I really just had to add this to it. And this is What If Anna and Elsa Never Knew Each Other. I sound old Brooklyn there, sorry. But I literally just saw Frozen 2, so I'm really curious to see if I'm going to like this. Secretly, this is a Christmas gift for somebody, so if I read it, I'm going to feel a little bit bad, but I do want to read it, and I am really motivated because I just saw the movie. Another Christmassy themed book is Love and Other Trainwrecks by Leah Cohn. And this is actually, it's like I love books that are set in like one day. But it basically follows Noah and Amy. And Noah's apparently a hopeless romantic, and Amy kind of doesn't really believe in that. But they're going upstate, and they're stuck in like a snowstorm on a train, and they have to try to figure out how to get to their respected locations. It sounds to me kind of like The Chaos of Standing Still meets it's the new Jennifer E. Smith book that happens on a train, which I can't remember the name of it. Oh, Field Notes on Love, I think. So this is another one that I would really love to read. And this I would really love to be my first read of the readathon, but we will see. The next one is one that has ice on the cover, and that is Bloodspell by C.J. Redwine. And this is a Cinderella retelling. And I haven't read C.J. Redwine in a while, but I'll be honest, I'm really curious about it. And the last book that also goes with the gift prompt is This Is Our Story, and this is like a murder mystery about a girl that's like interning in the DA office, and she's dealing with a case where 5 boys go into the woods and only 4 boys come out. So I have 6 reads to choose from, and I am going to do a random number generator and come back and let you guys know what my next read will be. Talk to you guys in about a minute. Bye. The number system has chosen, and my first read of this "Tis the Season-a-thon" will be Love and Other Trainwrecks, and I'm actually really excited. So this can actually go for a couple of prompts. It can go for snow on the cover or for a holiday themed book, because I think that this is set over New Year's Eve, I think. So I'll probably call this like the snow on the cover book. But I don't know. At the end, I'll kind of make all the prompts work. But I'm really excited to dive into this read, and I'm going to focus tomorrow. I'm also going to start my new crush gave to me as well. Ooh, this yellow cover is so pretty. So that's my plans, and when I come home tomorrow, I will definitely let you guys know about my thoughts on it. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for my first update of this 'Tis the Season-a-thon. Bye, guys. Lori here. I'm back. I just wanted to say that I just got home from work. It is a cold and snowy day here. Very, very wet, very, very cold, which is perfect because it's December 1st. It's also 'Tis the Season-a-thon, and I'm reading a book all about snow. So it seems to be perfect. I actually did quite a bit of reading today, which is great so far. It's almost 7 o'clock, which means I've actually got a lot done. I came home from work, worked out a little bit, took a shower, organized my life a little bit. It's really, really snowing here. I'm hoping that tomorrow is not a snow day, but we will see. If it is a snow day, which now that I'm saying this, it will not be a snow day, you will be seeing a lot more content tomorrow. But it is very, very wet, very, very rainy, and it is still snowing. So for my new crush gave to me, I think I'm on chapter 10. I'm really liking the setting of that book, and I'm really liking the banter between the characters, and I'm for Love and Other Train Wrecks. I'm on page 88, and the characters have started their adventure through the wilderness, I will say, which is really exciting. I also listened to a little bit of my Potter podcast, which is great, and I got up to page like 88 in this, so I'm gonna go get a snack, come back and read for the rest of the night under the covers because it is quite chilly here in New York. But I will definitely update you guys as I read. And this is a very, very fast-paced read. So I'll go do that and I'll update you guys in a little bit. Bye. Laura here. Just checking back in. I get to page 106 in Love and Other Train Wrecks. I am liking this book. I think the setting is really interesting. And I'm liking the characters, how different they are. I'm curious to see like where this book is going and to see like this book has a very, very clear deadline. So I'm curious to see if this book ends at that deadline or if it doesn't. I'm just curious. I do like the harder topics that are being addressed, and I think it's kind of interesting. I do like the characters. I think I'm more like Noah than I do Amy, but I think the setting and like the elements of the book are really entertaining to me. I'm curious if it's gonna go romantic or not. We will see if it does, but I really did like the setting and the elements of snow. So right now that's like kind of what I'm intrigued by. I always like when they kind of get to know each other in these books, and this way was kind of interesting. But now they're dealing with a little bit of drama, so I must get back to Noah and Amy and find out what's happening. Hey, it's Laurie here. I'm back. I have developed a small headache. I don't know if this was because this weekend I just slept a lot. Like I slept a lot for the past like 4 nights, and I'm just a little bit like out of it because I woke up so early today and I don't think I slept that great. So I have a little bit of a headache, which I don't know what that's going to do to my reading. It's just 9 o'clock. But I did get up to page 148 in, or basically 150 in Love and Other Train Wrecks. I really am liking the characters. I think that it's super interesting. And they both have like secrets, which I always like a secret trope. It's really, really interesting. I think the setting is super interesting as well. I read a book by Ally Carter like 2 years ago. It's called Not If I Save You First, and I really like the wilderness setting in it. Also, I did get my little Inkling design planner today, and I got my Owl Crate one from Owl Crate like last week. So I'm still figuring out what planner I want to use for that because they're both so bookish, and I'm still like deciding. I definitely want to have like a real life planner as well, but I'm so hesitant to bring any of those to work because I don't want to get them ruined in my backpack. So still figuring out how I want to utilize all of them. I was maybe going to film some Bookmas videos today, but that just didn't work. I like missed my train coming home and it was not that great. We are still waiting to see what the snow does for tomorrow. I honestly have no idea. Last year at work, we had like a totally weird snow day, which was like a weird like Tuesday in March. So I really have no idea. But I do live like on average like an hour and a half away from my job, so I don't know. But I do want to get up to 50% of this book, and I am going to like try to plow through and get up to it. Right now I'm on page like 40, I said I was on 41, so I will have to read about 10% more. I have no idea what like number that is, but I'm gonna keep reading because I'm really liking it. And maybe it will make my headache go away. I did come home and I did work out, and I thought that would help, but really didn't. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to reading, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. And I will be sure to show you guys the planners tomorrow, um, and like all the planners I have, and I'll try to do that at least in this reading blog at some point, just to show you what I have to work with, and maybe you guys will give me some suggestions. But talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Lori here. I'm gonna wrap up tonight's reading vlog. Well, this part of the reading vlog, day one. But day one, not including the stuff that I listened to, I was able to read 170 pages of Love and Other Trainwrecks. We got up to like a kind of a nice stopping point. I always like, when I read, I always try to finish at like the end of the chapter. I feel like it's like a nice end. I'm definitely going to be reading more tomorrow. But I am gonna head to bed. I'm probably going to work tomorrow, so I want to like be in better shape than I am right now. But I hope to be able to make a lot of progress on this book and maybe even finish it tomorrow. But we will see. Tomorrow I do have to stay a little bit later at work if the snow does not annoy me too much. But yeah, so I will check in tomorrow when I get home from work. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm just going to warn you guys, the next couple of weeks for work and school are just going to be a little bit chaotic because we have like a couple of performances and it's the end of the semester, and then we have we go all away for a week. So the schedule's going to be a little bit weird, and I'm going to try my hardest to be as consistent uploading parts of my vlog as possible. Like, that's my goal. But just to warn you, if my scheduling seems a little bit off on these vlogs, if I don't update every day, that might be why. But I hope to be able to update every day for this vlog, so it shouldn't really be a big problem. But I did want to say that I didn't get a lot of listening done today, and we had an unexpected snowstorm yesterday, so this morning we had more snow than I thought, so I wound up going into work with a friend of mine who I work with, and I just wanted to give her my undivided attention because I was trying to show her the best route to get to my job if I wasn't there one morning. And then on the way home, she took the train with me, so I was trying to focus on her. But I did get some reading done for Love and Other Trainwrecks. I'm now on page 232. This book is a little bit on the predictable side, but I really do like the characters. I'm on 68%, so I really hope to be able to finish this tonight. And I'm just kind of watching some older videos, and I'm just kind of watching. But I actually had an okay day at work. It's funny because now we're kind of in the wrap-up period, so like I'm seeing all the projects come to fruition, and they're actually being staged this week. So I really, really like that part of my job because it sees that the kids get it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But I'm gonna go read for a little bit, and I will check back in with you guys when I get up to page 300. So, or if something big happens. So, talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm just checking back in. I wanted to say that I get to page 276 in Love and Other Trainwrecks. And there was a twist in this book that I did not see coming. I'm enjoying it. I think it was like a little bit of like, I would have liked a little bit more like, breadcrumbs that we were leading in that direction. But I'm curious to see how the twist turns out because ultimately I really do like these characters. I think that they're so fun. This twist will be super interesting, especially with Amy's drama with her, her new sister. I think it's just really, really interesting, but I'll have to finish reading and let you guys know my full thoughts. So, off I go. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm just checking back in. I did wind up getting up to Love and Other Trainwrecks by Cone. I really am liking it. It is a very like insular story. Like at max, there's like two main characters in the story, and you don't get a lot of like other characters, which is normally okay, but I wish it would have like progressed a little bit more. You hear about a lot of different characters, but you don't actually see them. So I'm curious to see if we're like, it's getting towards the end. I'm on page 300 and I have to get to 368. So I'm liking this. Definitely is, I would say it's more of like a winter read, but it's not like a Christmassy read. Like it doesn't have anything to do with New Year's, which is what I thought it was. But I do like the character. I think I like Noah a little bit more than I like Amy, but that's okay. So I'm going to go read. I'm going to try to finish this book tonight. I'm really, really close to the end. So I'm going to make some progress and then I'm going to come back in and let you guys know my thoughts. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. Just want to say that I did want to finishing Love and Other Trainwrecks by Leah Cohn, and I would say I liked it. I don't think it was my favorite book, but I did enjoy it. Ooh, sorry, I left my light on. But I liked it. I really do like the characters. I like the setting. The book was a little bit more realistic, I think, and I enjoyed that. I thought that the twisting elements could have been crafted a little bit better. And the characters, I enjoyed them, but they definitely were not my favorite. But I liked it. I would say that this is more of like a winter read. This would be a great read to read like in like a snowy day because it literally takes place over one day and it's a very, very short time frame novel. The characters were fun and entertaining, but they weren't like something that's going to leave like a big impression on me. So I would give this book 3 stars for review. I liked it. I didn't love it. So now I'm going to go choose my next holiday read. For this prompt, I would definitely say this was a book for snow on the cover, probably. But it also could be, it's not really, it's like a winter read, I would say. It's not like a holiday read. So I would say this one has snow on the cover, but at the end it might like change. So I'm going to go choose my next read and let you guys know what it is. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here, I'm back. Just want to say that I did wind up choosing my next read, and it's going to be 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elfin. This is like the perfect Christmas read. I read it earlier in the summer, so I might actually stick this in my bag and just read it, and then my next read would probably be Bloodspell. But this is it's about a girl named Sophie, and her boyfriend breaks up with her, and her big family decides to set her up on 10 dates that will hopefully help her get over her ex. I really like this book. I thought it was so cute, so fun. So I'm definitely going to throw this in my bag for tomorrow. And I'm also going to toss in Bloodspell, which is a Cinderella retelling. But I'm going to start reading 10 Blind Dates now because it is a reread for me. But it also is the group book. And it's really perfect for the holidays. So I'm going to go read this. And I'll update you guys in a little bit if I remember before I go to sleep. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Lori here. I'm just checking back in. It is actually December 4th. It is almost 6 o'clock. I actually got home a little bit earlier than originally thought. We were supposed to have rehearsal today after school for the choir concert that I'm helping with, but we couldn't wind up having rehearsals, so I actually got to go home a little bit early. I finally got to go to the gym, which has not been happening in the past couple of weeks. And I actually was able to do we have a door decorating contest every year at school. Last year was like an unmitigated disaster, so I'm trying to get ahead of the curve and like do it a little bit earlier, so I bought a bunch of my stuff. But I did actually make a little bit of listening progress on My True Crush Gave to Me, or My New Crush Gave to Me, I guess, and I really do like that. It's just a fun Christmas read, and I'm really liking it. And I'm also really enjoying my reread of 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. I read this book over the summer, and I wasn't planning on rereading it, but you know what? I really just wanted to, and I wound up picking the number. But for those that don't know, this book is about a girl named Sophie, and her boyfriend breaks up with her, and she's a big, big family, which so reminds me of my family, because my mom was one of 10 kids. Her mom was one of 8. And to get her out of this slump, they decide to set her up on 10 blind dates leading up to New Year's. And there's a lot of family drama going on. There's a lot of cousin drama that I'm really liking. There's elements of like a blast from the past romance that I'm really enjoying, or friends to lovers trope that I'm really liking. But yeah, it's just so fun. I'm loving all the dates, and I think that it's just such a fun read. So I'm actually on page 184, and I'm going to hopefully be able to tackle most of this tonight. It's just such a fun read that I'm really enjoying. So I'm gonna go back and read, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here, just checking back in. I want to say that it's almost 8 o'clock, and I did get up to about page 258 of 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. I'm really loving this reread. It's This book is really interesting because it focuses so much on romance, but it also focuses a lot on friendship and cousin dynamics, which I have a very large family like Sophie does, and I have a very large amount of cousins. And it's such a dynamic that I'm like so familiar with happening, like growing apart from your cousins and then getting close again. Like it's just something that I've experienced in my life. But oh my goodness, this book is just adorable. I'm really gonna finish this book tonight. It's been such a fun, refreshing read, and it's just really, really enjoyable. I really like Sophie as a character. I like how complicated this book is. I really do like all the dates that we experience, but I really like the complexities of the story that Ashley was able to craft. It's a perfect holiday read, like one of the best. You can even read this, be like one chapter for every day that she dates, because it's not that long of a book, and it would probably be nice to read that way as well. But I personally cannot put this book down. So, off to reading, and I'll check back in maybe when I get up to page 300. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, just checking back in. I did want to say that I did wind up finishing 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This was a reread for me, and I really enjoyed it. I really love the book. I love the characters. I loved the plot. Still a 5-star read for me. But yeah, this is my second read of the readathon, and I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go choose my next read. My next read probably is not gonna be Christmas-y, but it will still go with like the prompts. So I'm gonna go choose my next read, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys. So my next read is The Blood Spell by C.J. Redwine, and this is a Cinderella retelling. I actually read two of the other books. I still haven't read Trader's Prince, but if I wind up liking this, I'll probably go back and read it. This is a Cinderella retelling. Don't know much about it, but I really do like this cover. This cover does have ice on it. So yeah, the only challenge I still haven't done is a gift challenge, which I'm probably going to wind up doing when I finish this. This book is almost 450, so I hope to finish reading this before the end of the week and then to read something for the end of it. But right now I'm going to dive into this read. I don't know much about it, but I'm excited and I really do like retelling. So I'll talk to you guys. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow when I come home. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Lori here. I'm back. I just want to say it's a very, very late update. I actually had to go to a PD for my school, which was really, really not planned, but they gave us some really, really good food, so I'm home much later than normal, and I had to, do some school-related things, but I did want to say that I did make a lot of reading progress today, just not a lot. I did get up to page 36 in The Blood Spell. From what I understand, this is set in the same world as the Shadow Queen, but it follows a different kingdom, and this is like a Cinderella retelling. I'm really only 36 pages in, so I know that there's a girl named Blue, and she has fey magic. And in this kingdom, fey magic is seen as like illegal or not very good. And there's a prince named Helan who Blue does not like. They have a very, very contentious relationship, which may lead to love to hate. I'm really, really not sure. And then Callan, so Callan's the heir, and then Callan has a younger sister who is deaf or can't speak. She's not deaf, but she can't speak, which I love the diversity of that. But that's really all that I know. I really do like the world. I'm really liking it. I know that it's set in the same world as like the other books. I still haven't read Trader's Prince though, but I really haven't read all that much. So I'm hoping to make a little bit more progress. My kids performed today, which was so exciting. I was really, really proud of them today. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get some reading done. It's almost 9. I'm normally home a lot earlier than this, but just did not happen today. So I didn't really, I made a little bit of listening progress, but on my new crush gave to me, but I mostly listened to Frozen 2 on my iPod. So it was not the best reading day, but I hope to at least get up to page 100 before I go to bed tonight. That's my plan. And if I can remember, I will update you guys before I go to bed. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, Lori here. I'm back. This is just the week of late vlogs or check-ins. I'm sorry. This 'tis the season-a-thon has not really been going as planned. I said this last year and I'll say this year. December and May are two of the most craziest months of my life because there's always a lot of stuff going on at my school. It's the countdown to the holidays, which means we have a lot of shows going on, and I'm actually helping do that. I'm helping my coworker do her choir concert, and it's super fun, and the kids love it, but it's just a lot of work, and technically wise, working in a theater just has a little bit more challenges that time of year. So I really tried my hardest. I'm trying my hardest to not lose my voice and not scream, which is really, really hard when you work in a space that echoes. But I'm also trying really, really hard to just stay focused on what I can do and what I can't do, and just kind of work that way. And sometimes the day works, and sometimes the day doesn't work, and today was just not my day. But you know what? I have 2 days off to kind of organize, craft, prep for you guys for Bookmas, which I'm really excited about. But reading has kind of fell by the wayside this week. I'll be a little bit honest. I'm not actually sick. At least I don't think I'm sick. I just have been talking a lot to a lot of people. So my plan is tomorrow to Christmas shopping with my dad, because I promised him that I would do that. And then Sunday is to film a lot of videos for you guys. That's the plan. I was good, and I did get all my work done because I did stay later than normal. But I am liking Bloodspell by CJ Redwine. My cover's over there. But I said this before, I have a hard time with books that reveal too much on the in-flap, and that's definitely one that this book has done. I am about 78 pages in, and there's a plot point that was revealed in the flap that hasn't happened yet, and I really, really struggle with that because I feel like I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I do love CJ Redwine's writing, and I'm really enjoying the characters, and I honestly just want to read, so that's what I'm going to go do. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a small check-in that I do have a lot of stuff I want to do this week and accomplish, but sometimes the calendar does not work to my advantage. But hey, that, it will all work out. It always does. But yeah, so that's kind of the part of my month that I'm in, is just trying to make sure that I can accomplish as much stuff as I can with the fewest amount of time as possible. And also do Christmas crafting and all that other fun stuff. I am someone that's always been this way, that I have a very, very hard time playing or relaxing when I know that I have work to be done. That's just not how I like to operate. But the good news is that we're really in project season, so the performances are starting, which is good because it means I have less physical stuff to grade. But the problem is finding time for them all to do the performances before Christmas break, which means at most I have, with some classes, 6 days in theory to do these presentations, but I might only have access to my stage 2 of those days. So it's a little bit challenging in that regards, and that might be why hopefully I'm going to be reading more, but you really don't know. So I'm going to go read for a bit, and I'll check in with you guys hopefully tonight. I've been doing a very, very bad job at updating right before I go to bed, but it is Friday night, so hopefully I can update before I go to bed, because I normally stay up a little bit later on Fridays and Saturdays. So I'm going to go rest my poor voice because today was just an echoey theater day, and I had to speak louder than normal. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back. My voice has gotten a little bit better. I did go Christmas shopping with my dad. I bought a ton of stuff for all the friends and people that I know in my life, which was really exciting. I love Christmas shopping. I also did make a little bit of reading progress on Bloodspell, and I'm actually definitely intrigued by this book now. I think it took a little while to warm up. It's been a while since I read a CJ Redwine novel. I actually just added Trader's Pence to my December TBR. But I'm liking this. It's definitely like a slower read, but I'm liking the Cinderella elements, and it has like a different structure than most Cinderella novels. And I really do like that there's elements of the mystery being introduced. But let's admit, this was totally a cover buy. This cover is so pretty. But I was reading this book, and then I read like the summary of Trainer Prince, and I realized that these two books are definitely connected because he talks about that character in this book. So I'm really curious to see what happens in that book. But I really am enjoying this, and I'm really hope to dive in soon or keep reading in a little bit. I am going to do some Christmas crafts. I'm really, really farther behind on my calendars than I would like for the holiday season. So I'm going to start doing one. I'm probably going to watch some Star Wars movies because Star Wars comes out next week, and I'm a little bit farther behind in rewatching those. So I'm going to grab some lunch, do some crafting, and when I come back in, I'll be ready to read, which will be much later in the evening, just about 12 o'clock. So you'll probably see me around 6 or 7 tonight. Bye, guys. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm just checking back in. It's about 5 o'clock. I did wind up finishing one of my calendars. Now I'm just going to do a bunch of errands. Like I'm going to clean a little bit and do all the stuff that I have to do. I'm probably going to work out. Whenever I sit for like a long time, my back starts to hurt because I've been sitting the whole time I made the calendar. So I'm going to run my errands, work out, get up, get some blood flowing, listen to my Harry Potter audiobook. I did a massive Christmas shopping today as well, so I'm also going to go through the books that I have read and see if I can re-gift them to a couple of people because I always like to pass on books whenever I can, and I do read a lot every year, and my goal is when I start 2020 is to have no unread books that I'm not keeping, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, so that's my plan right now is to do some errands, do some cleaning, listen to my Harry Potter audiobook, and I'll check back in and let you guys know how much progress I made in my audiobook. And then I'm going to hope to start and finish another calendar tonight. Tomorrow I really want to devote the whole day to filming, which is why I'm trying to conserve my voice. So yeah, I'm going to go do that stuff, and I'll be back in a bit. Bye. Larry here. I'm back. I definitely updated this video much later than I thought. But I've said this before. I'm very, very tunnel focused when I do things, and I really wanted to finish 2 calendars today because I realized that Christmas is really coming up fast, and I didn't think I was going to have enough time to finish them. So I pushed myself a little bit, and I did 2 calendars today, which was good because now I only have 2 more left. But I got no reading done. I was also on the phone for 20 minutes with Apple support trying to fix my disk drive for my computer, which still has not been fixed. So I don't know when it's going to be fixed, but I'm going to hope to dive in and read a little bit more of Bloodspell. I'm really, really tired. I literally just was focusing on Christmas crafting all day, which is normally really, really fun, but I got a little bit behind in my crafting because of Thanksgiving and then, Christmas shopping and stuff like that, so I was a little bit farther behind than I thought I was going to be. And I really only read like 50 pages today, so I would like to read a little bit more of the Bloodspell. I really am liking it. I will say that I'm really liking the mystery element that's been introduced. But I think it's just a book that I really need to sit with and get through 100 pages to really be captivated. So I'm gonna try to do that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be up or when I'm gonna pass out. But I'm gonna try to put on something that's somewhat motivating to watch. We will see, or watch as background noise, but I'll talk to you guys maybe before I go to bed. I've been really, really bad at updating before I go to bed, but if anything, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm just checking back in. I accidentally deleted the footage I did earlier today, but I did want to say that I have made a little bit more progress on The Bloodspell by C.J. Redwine. I'm now on page 162, and I'm in the middle of filming some videos for Bookmas, so I'm going to try to film 2 more, and then I'm going to pack it away for the night and come back to reading, but I just wanted to come here, and at this moment, I am on chapter 14 of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and I'm on page 162 in The Bloodspell. And I also did finish doing day 2 of Bookmas, and I'm about to start day 3 and day 4 of Bookmas. So that's what I'm filming, and when I come back, I'll be reading The Bloodspell. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Here, I'm just checking back in. It is about 5 o'clock, and I'm going to dive back into reading The Blood Spell. I did also get up to chapter 14 in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and according to my physical copy, chapter 14, I am officially on page 284. So I am making steady progress on it. Not as much as I would like, of course. But I did get up to that, and I'm going to go take a shower, and then I might actually finish listening to this. But I do want to make some more progress on The Blood Spell. I'm on page 162, and I'm really liking it. It's definitely one of those books that I feel like I need like a good 2 to 3 hours with it. I could just get a lot through. I will admit the second half to the season-a-thon has not been that successful for me, but I did have a lot going on at work the second half of the week. And this weekend I actually got a lot of filming done and a lot of crafting done, but not a lot of reading. But I was happy with the listening that I did accomplish for Harry Potter. So I'm going to go grab a quick shower, and when I come back, I will start reading The Blood Spell, and I will check in when I get up to page 200 and give you guys my thoughts. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Laurie here. I had to do a couple of little things. It's 6 o'clock and I'm about to dive back into The Blood Spell. I doubt I'm going to finish this book tonight. Actually, I know I'm not, but I'm going to make as much reading progress as I can so I can start Arch Enemies hopefully by Tuesday. That's my plan. So I'm going to go dive into The Blood Spell, and when I make a significant amount of progress, I will definitely update you guys. Bye. Hi guys, it's 7:20 and I did end up getting up to page 200 in The Blood Spell. I'm really intrigued to see what the full story is. I think that there's a bunch of mini mysteries in it, and I'm wanting to see how they're all going to connect. I'm also curious to see if we're going to get direct tiebacks to the previous books in the series that I actually read because I didn't wind up reading The Traitor's Prince yet. But I really am liking the world building. I think it's very, very fun, and I like the elements of a fairy tale retelling. But yeah, it's very much like a different point. You have one point of view from the Blue, and then you have some point of views from Kellen, and then you have some point of views from the evil stepmother. And I'm really liking all the point of views, and I'm curious to see how all the pieces kind of connect to give us the story. So I would love to get up to page 300 tonight. I don't know if that's doable, honestly, but I'm going to try. This book is a little bit over, it's just over 400 pages. So if I can get up to 300, I would actually be pretty happy about that. So I'm going to go keep reading, and I'll check back in every once in a while. Bye. Right here. I just wanted to come in here and say that I did wind up getting up to page 250 of The Blood Heir. Another plot twist or another plot element has been introduced into this book. So right now we're up to 3 different plot points that I'm really intrigued by, and they're all super interesting. This one is a little bit more compelling. I always say this about CJ Redwine's writing. She always finds one character, and in every book I have read, that character always has something terrible happen to them. Bad, terrible. I think the Shadow Queen was the worst. But every subsequent book I've read, there's always been a character that she rips your heart out. And it hasn't happened in this book yet, but I'm just kind of waiting for that to happen. But there is Prince Kellen is trying to find his wife, and there's so many girls going for this role. So basically there's a political game, and people are losing their lives in that. So that's kind of the part we're up to now. And then you have people that are going missing, and then children that are going missing, and then you have another plot twist that involves the stepmother type character. The one thing I'm curious about is that there is some elements of a Cinderella retelling, and then there's other elements that just aren't present yet. But the one thing I'm really curious about is how all these different, because there's a lot of plot points there, I'm curious how they're all going to tie in together. But I really am Kellen and Blue's relationship. It's really unique and really different, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna probably read for like 50 more pages, and then I'm gonna come in up here and wrap up this the season-a-thon. And just kind of review what I read. I don't have any of the books anymore because I wound up giving them away to my friends. But I will always come in here and like recap it, and I will start my next reading vlog. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm here to wrap up this reading vlog, which is the season-a-thon. I definitely think I read fewer Christmassy themed reads this year just because I didn't have a lot to like choose from. I'm still in the middle of reading My True Crush Gave to Me. I'm going to finish that at some point this week. I just want to make a few more listening chapters. I'll probably finish it early in the week. Definitely before the end of the year. I'm just in the middle of like a Harry Potter listening craze that I would like to finish, but so I did wind up finishing Love and Other Trainwrecks, which Leah Cohen, I think it was by. I wound up liking that book. I didn't wind up loving that book. I also wound up rereading 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Allison, which I adored. And I read about I'm going to finish this tonight. So I would say I probably read about 300 pages of The Blood Spell. For the challenges, my holiday read would be 10 Blind Dates. Love and Other Trainwrecks had snow on the cover. This one also had snow on the cover. I didn't do the challenge of eat a book when you're reading a Christmas snack all the way through, and I didn't do the one inspired by a song title just because I ran out of time. But I am really enjoying this book. We finally got to see a cameo from the characters from the what the hell's it called? From the Wish Granter. We see we saw those three characters. But yeah, I really want to at least get to page 300 in this book. I am hopeful that by the next time I start my next reading vlog, I should be done or almost done with this book. So that's when you guys will see me next. And I'll talk to you guys later for another reading vlog. Bye.